5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellous Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Welcome to the Romello Marcellous Show. Yeah. It's me. Welcome to another edition of the Romello Marcellous Show, man. It's going to be a special one, as always. I mean, we got a lot of intelligent things, intellectual, stimulating conversation to have with one another. I don't know it all. I come, I put it on the table. You know, as they say, you spread the bread upon the waters and the ducks will come. Yeah. I'm here, goddammit. I'm here by the grace. If you're just getting in, man, you like the show, go to YouTube, man. Click like, smash the bell, subscribe, man. Follow me on the Instagram. Double tap me. Let me know you came through. And if you don't already, follow me on Facebook, man. Another day, another dollar, another one down, another one in the books. As we move forward, man, once again, this is my show. I'm just working it. It's actually ours. We just show up here to have conversation, talk, and pick on each other, and pick at each other, pick with each other. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I sound like something decent. Anyway, last night's show was pretty interesting, man. I rewatched it, and there was some things on it that I wanted to tap on, and wanted to kind of keep it going. So tonight, if you're just joining, I'm going in. I got to get in quick because I got something to do. And I ain't gonna be on here bothering with y'all all goddamn me. As you see it, understanding the sexual selection in relationships, or the dynamics of relationships. A lot of us, we believe that there is no dynamic. We just do this, and really there is, right? Sexual selection, right? We could say, okay, let's decode it, right? Let's begin by defining sexual selection. Some may say it's some grand evolutionary process that determines which traits are advantageous for individuals to possess based on their ability to attract a certain mate, right? Or successfully produce with this certain mate. Um, in humans, this concept extends beyond the physical characteristics of uh, it encompasses behavior. You know, you like what you like, or you love what you love, and based on how people treat you or make you feel about yourself, or the decision that you made to deal with this individual, even social statuses, behaviors, values. Um, we're accustomed to getting into what we think we like, right? And we look at the other construct is the importance of compatibility, which to me is a misnomer. Because if I can settle and say, well, we're compatible, it puts me in a mind state that I can get comfortable, I can get complacent with you because we're alike. I don't want somebody like me, you know, which poses the question, you know, a lot of us, would you deal with yourself? A lot of us, you know, if we were honest, we could honestly say, no, I wouldn't fuck with me. It takes a special person to fuck with me. Brass tacks. Compatibility lies at the heart of successful relationships, is what they say. I say the opposite. Because when one's not complacent, there's always a burning desire to and go beyond the norm to ensure some sort of happiness in giving to the individual that you're responsible for. Here's what they say. They say when individuals are compatible, their traits align harmoniously, leading to mutual understanding. Okay, you got two lazy motherfuckers laying around the house, and then I guess I don't know. I guess that's happiness for some, but I got to be driven, man. I got to be tested. I got to constantly be. Well, I can only speak for me. I teachers on out. For me, I don't buy that brand, but I'm gonna tell you what they say. Um, the sexual selection plays a crucial role in this process by influencing the traits that individuals seek in their potential partner. Okay, I can dig a part of that. Um, when you say traits, one's confidence can be that physical aspect of things you like what you see. And then, you know, we look at the modern world in which we live in, where you have those that are actually in control of the sexual selection. I ain't gonna turn yet, but I'm about to turn left on y'all. You know, I want to get to this point. You know, I gotta go ahead and let you all see what I'm seeing. Um, there are some factors, and we know that there are factors in the influencing or of sexual selection. Those things, those various factors include cultural norms, societal expectations, personal preferences. You know, you like stinky motherfuckers, you like fat motherfuckers, you like slim, you like, you know, your preferences. You like loud and boisterous, you like the, the, the strong, silent type, you know. Um, these all are the things that shape our perceptions of our attractiveness and desirability and the suitability in a partner. This is what they say. But yeah, I'm not gonna put the cart before the horse. We're gonna get there. Navigation, i.e., space and place, time, opportunity, social media, malls, grocery store, church, the party, sitting on your front stoop. Um, all opportunities to interview for those positions or that position or the position in which you want to get with somebody and put them in multiple positions. You feel me? Um, the understanding of sexual selection can provide variable insights into navigating the dynamics of relationships. Like, okay, you might meet a motherfucker and you cool. You like them and you like spending time, you like having conversation with them, but you don't want nothing else. Purely physical. How honest can you be with yourself and the individual you're sitting across from? Or you could very well want more and you pursue that. Navigating the different dynamics of quote unquote getting to know someone, which is one of the lamest colloquialisms we could ever utter. Just some shit we were taught to say. Hell, I can't think of feel for nobody but me. And I think when we look up the definition of know, it says it's a fact. To know something is a fact. But I can't speak for someone who is multi-dimensional, constantly evolving. You could like me today, hate me in the next hour. You can only deal with the dynamics that are laid before me in facts and in truth. Okay? So when we talk about the dynamics, we got to recognize the significance and compatibility, as they say. Meaning, compatible to me is dealing with truth. Fuck you won't. I pulled up on you, you pull up on me. You like me, I like you. What you want? Let's not waste each other's time. Let's put it on the table. I ain't got time to get to know anybody other than me. You think about it. Listen, you go to any court, any police department, anything, and you pull up a murder, maiming, none of that shit. Listen, rarely is that shit random. The bill of facts or the affidavit or the discovery will always come back that say, hey, Johnny had prior knowledge of the individual that blew his face off, or such and such had prior relations with the individual that took something from them. Different dynamic, but same conversation. I'm gonna lay this out the way that it is, right? And then I want to pick it apart. By recognizing the significance of compatibility and aligning with our values and desires, we can cultivate fulfilling and sustainable partnerships. Moreover, embracing mutual respect, communication, and empathy fosters a healthy foundation for growth and intimacy. Right. I mean, some of it, yeah, I could stand on some of it, but the majority of this shit in the day and age in which, I could see maybe 30 years ago when people had these kind of morals and values, the turpitude to extend themselves to do the work, right? Here we go. I'm going to shift gears right now, right? You have all different types, right, of things that are going on in the construct of us, right? Us. As men, we are not in control of the sexual selection. Women, you are. There is a lot of things that have been cast out against us, like, okay, you got 13% of the dudes out here that look like us that are possibly successful or considered high value dudes, right? And these are the dudes that the majority of you circle the block on. Okay, just facts. And if we talk about facts any further, right? Let me do this. I'm a numbers guy. I like to deal with the facts. The facts are this. Give you an example. Okay. 72% of black women have children outside of marriage by those same 13% of the dudes that are quote unquote the cream of the crop. But then you look at 54% of black men that are single, they're childless. You know, I'll say this to you. If you find you a single man and they got a child, and you got a child, unless you picked him off a tree, he don't want you, goddammit. You're temporary. You're as temporary as this drink I'm getting ready to drink right now. We'll have fun with you, and that's going to be about it. You know why? Most guys like that, they know what they really have to offer. And it ain't to step into no ready-made situation. Just fact. Especially when we live in a world that there are so many choices and they recognize that they are this quote-unquote 13%. But here's what they say about the 13%. All right, here we go. They're considered, I guess, high value in the pick-me's eyes, or the individuals who are, as I said again, in control of the sexual selection, because we can't lay with anybody that doesn't allow us to lay with them unless they out here taking stuff. And then that's a whole nother conversation. And I'm not willing to have it on this platform. But what they say about a high value man is a man who's naturally confident because he lives a life that he is proud of. A man with integrity. He's high value because he is trustworthy. Though not the easiest thing to do, he has values and moral codes that he upholds even when no one else is watching. He does the right thing. That's what they say. But I say that his value is what it is because he knows he's one of the 13%. He's got options, just like you do. But the difference is, see, a king can always make a queen, but a queen can never make a king. Just like Elizabeth, they just buried her hind parts over there. That man that was with her was never a king. You never even heard of that man. I can't even tell you who he was. They got a king over there now because he was an heir. But that's about it. You start placing energy, and place the energy in the right place. The only thing a woman can give a man in this day and age, well, you know what? Let me retract that. The only thing a man can offer a woman that she can get for herself is his last name and his seed. But we live out here like this, right? Boom. Where the selection is doing this and putting us in a space and place where we're constantly divided, right? So we talk about dynamics. Why is a man willing to match her energy and understand her dreams and passions? They come first because she wants us to be patient while she tries to balance us, herself, and her ambitions. Understand, she isn't being selfish necessarily, but she made a promise to herself, and her journey came long before you. Also, don't take things personal. Now, when I see this, right, I this is why the 13% have an advantage. because a lot of times you want to sit at the sideline or at the finish line and pick you one or want to be picked by one of the 13%. And they don't, I'm not going to say that because then that would implicate me. So here's what I will say, right? When you talk about the dynamics of engaging, the relationship dynamics is it is what it is. Retrospectively, yesterday, how we've been placed against each other, and through the world we live in that makes us hyper in this engagement. What I really want to say is this: when does it come to a point where a man and woman can just be honest about what their initial intents and desires are for one another? And then where it goes from there, sky's the limit, because it was never about anything else from the point of meeting or the point of inception. There's not a lot of people walking around saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for someone to go and grow old with." You know, most of us out here just doing us. And you know what I do know factually is that most guys out here can't be the two guys that most females want. So the question is, ladies, are you willing to settle for a real, just a hard-working guy who's gonna come home at night and put his bedroom slippers on and jump on you and do the best he can do while you dreaming about that other guy that really gonna treat you like the slut you want to be? Hmm. That's the question. You know, the 13th percentile, it looks fun, but it's lonely too. At the end of the day, most of them niggas gonna die alone. Just like you. A lot of y'all gonna die alone. If you don't get your shit together. That's sad, man. I got people that's been around the convalescent business for a long while, man, and I'm gonna tell you, it's sad when you have people that won't even come visit you in your old age. It speaks volumes to how you lived your life. If that's some dynamic, the dynamic for your ass. You'd be 80 and 90 years old. You got 3 or 4 children that won't even come wipe your fucking chin. Let alone your ass. Yeah. This life, man, is fragile, fleeting. Sure, I may come on and talk about topics like this, man, because somebody needs to hear it. Have a brain fart and I need to air it out. Here I am. But it's a sad, man, sad thing in how we treat one another and how we view each other. I believe in black love, man. I believe in, you know, family. I believe in um, legacy. And I've used this on the show before, but it's still a contrast of how far we've actually gotten based on the bullshit construct and thoughts that people have placed out there and sown into our psyche and give us or has given way to a lot of our idiosyncrasies that make no sense. Make no sense. So, okay, in a perfect world, look at 1960, right? Everything I read would have fit into that family that you see right there, that husband and that wife and those 3 children. Does it fit now? No. Look at 2019 and now. The majority of the houses look like this. Majority of our houses look like this. Yeah. Here's my thing, right? Look at and this is stark contrast. Let's talk about the dating dynamic or the dynamic of relationships, right? Look at dating. I say it all the time. Most people will cut their nose off, spite their face. Okay, you date. You go on an average date, and let's say went on a date, and let's say head lip the governor the whole night or the whole time. Let's say $300, right? Just for an evening. Something quiet, nothing special. Dinner, maybe a jazz club, a few drinks. $300. That ain't even tip. I ain't even put gas in my motherfucking car. I ain't cut my hair. I ain't done shit. I ain't even bought. I ain't done shit. Be a little more for me to go out and really do it. Yeah, hell of a lot more. So let's just say $300, right? $300. And let's say I go out on 3 dates a week, right? That's 900. So let's just say, round it up, cool $1,000. All right. And let's say I do this for 6 months. Six months. It's a lot of fucking money. And here's the thing. It's sad that most females out here want to go on dates and be seen places and spaces that they can't even power themselves. But you have guys out here that are willing to do that shit. But the flip side of it, because you don't know whether the guy's one of the 13%, you don't know how he's coming past his paper. You don't know what he's doing to get it. You don't know how he got it. You don't know where he's pulling it from to do what he's doing. For all you know, he might be spending his motherfucking rent money on you. You don't know. Then, because you are so busy funning, you ain't even vetting. So you don't know whether you're talking to that man or that boy's mama. And if you're talking to that boy's mama, there is a propensity for that boy to split your motherfucking head open based on the fact that you playing him out of his hard earned. Talking to a man, he knows what comes with it. He knows it's temporary. He can't take none of this shit with him. So he's willing to trick it off. And he knows what could potentially happen or not happen. But a real one would they would as they say on Wall Street, there is a moral hazard. That means there's a time when I'm gonna stop the spending and I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the rim with him and we're gonna build something. Because there's no way you could allow someone to spend $24,000 in dating you and you haven't made your mind up yet. And you decide that you want to have something or build something, as opposed to allowing that to happen and then commit and have expectations of that individual to keep that up with you, knowing damn well you can't. And then get the attitude and loud and boisterous and disrespectful, and you know the shit y'all do. Yeah. So when we talk about dynamics, that's just another dynamic, and this is the one that I just told you. The construct is the one that is prevalent today. Yeah. Honestly, man, a lot of y'all need your head examining, your ass whipped. And that's just my honest opinion about it. It's a shame that, we move about the way we do. We don't know what we're getting into, who we're dealing with. And, at the end of the day, we really don't care. We want what we want, how we want it, and that's it. And I was talking to an older gentleman, and he said he gets his retirement, his Social Security, and his pension. He tricking. And he says, I don't have a problem with tricking my money off or whatever and getting what I want and getting further because I don't have to deal with the bullshit. It's not personal. It's personal, but it's not personal. Meaning I don't owe them anything after I'm done. And I made the joke. I said, man, well, I guess, you letting that last check bounce and you going up out here the way you want to go up out of here on top. I can't I can't knock you. Literally is what he said. I want to go out on top of somebody. And I said, God damn, if that's not a blessing. But hey, we get caught up in each other's personal bullshit about what you doing, why you ain't doing what you're doing when you did what you did to me. And yeah, I'm feeling some kind of way. But not the 13%, because they understand that they're one of the options. And at any given point in time, somebody's going to spin the block, and ain't much they got to do is say. It's all fun. Because majority of y'all out here, Cindy Lauper chicks, and you, that's all it's about with you. Fun. Look here. If you just joining the show, man, the nice topic was or is understanding sexual selection in relations and dynamics. The different dynamics or nuances in relationships and how people meet, get involved, and establish their positions of choice is what we're talking about. How many times you met a motherfucker and you say, hey, look, I like it. Now, I'm speaking to the ladies, right? How many times you met a guy and you say, hey, look, I like this motherfucker. He's attractive. Seems confident. He's got some class. I'll give him a taste. But then he opened up his motherfucking mouth. And that just destroys all of that. You dry. Dry like the 40-year-olds, when you just getting dapped. But yeah, you get that. Or how many times have you had those indecent liaisons when you have what do we call them, one-offs, and then you go home, who's at home waiting on you? I must be honest about me, goddammit. I've been one of those 13% where those liaisons have happened, and sent you on home, and it was all right by me. I had no expectations of anything. Whether I saw you again, it wasn't even important. Yeah. But later on, you want to spin the block. Lights on, but nobody's home. I'm in the streets. I've been in them streets, or have been. That was the mindset then, but not now. And I'm just speaking, for the different nuances. Listen, ladies, there was a time when you hanging on to your chastity made you more valuable than anything. That's even more true now. Um, can you do a do-over? Nah. Here's what you look like. You harbor the spirits and the DNA of all those that you have bound your spirit to in the midst of your sexual dynamics in relations. All the failed ones, and your mental kind of, it's warped, and you got that I don't give a fuck thing happening. And I can't knock you and can't blame you. I mean, you were misguided, you were led astray, you had a muck ran on you, the rock of Plymouth landed on you, all of that shit happens. Somebody should got you when you were young, told you what you need to know, but it didn't happen. But this is what's happening now. You're older now. It's about you. You about that life, and doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. One thing I can say though, don't be ashamed of your past. Go on, wear it on your sleeve. Let everybody know who you are. Have that kind of integrity. Know your station and know what you are actually worth. What you know that you should receive. Okay, here you go. Here's an example. What about that broad, Drea Michelle got that young boy, another young boy, and then got a bag. He even got pregnant by this young boy, and he has no. God damn. God damn. God damn. It's two of them now. It's two of them. I guess it's gonna be the new thing now, where you got them going, them old hoes going to get the young boys, the cougars. Yeah, yeah. God damn. Securing the bag. I guess you're being a hoe ain't got no pension plan, so I guess you got to do something to secure your senior citizenship. Yeah, because you really can't beat the old bitch in the party because there's too much competition out here. It's fierce. Yeah, yeah. Where you were a stallion, now you're a mayor. Put your ass out the pasture. So I guess you had to find a young jockey young jockey to ride you. Yeah, pay for your oats and hay and your boarding, your stable. I ain't knocking your hustle. What I do know is that the dynamic of this thing between us as black men and women, although it's fucked up, I like how it looks because I know what I'm looking at when I see it. Nothing much I need to say. I can tell when you have been through some wars and you won't accept your responsibility in the midst of casting the first stone. And then there's those who have that humility, and you can have some sympathy for them because they're trying to do right and get it right. They want something for themselves. But the majority of you motherfucking bras out here right now, I can tell you, y'all on the other side of this. Y'all are really clutching the pearls of that 72%. And it's bad because you're raising sons. And you go send these niggas out here to potentially fuck up somebody else's daughter. Yeah. And you wonder why y'all can't find a lot of the quote unquote good men. Yeah, because they mammies and dog their asses out. Can't tell you the truth and say they motherfucking life. Yeah. These are the ones that are out here trying to compete with you and match your energy and run up and down the road and, do the extra shit that that's motherfucker ain't gonna do. Real motherfucker ain't gonna do it. He may give you the benefit of the doubt because he sees some potential in you and have a few conversations, but honestly, you ain't gonna fuck up his paper. You're not gonna fuck up his integrity. And yeah, he knows he has options. So if you find one that's solid, and there's a lot of fellow brothers out here. No. No. Sure, you're in control of the sexual selection. But the end game, you got to come to us for it. We got to come together, man. I like that. I like this. I like this. I'd like to get back to where we can see ourselves in 1960 and 2024. It's like this is an anomaly. A black man and black woman raising their kids together and some sort of harmonious nature. I ain't saying it's perfect, but goddamn it, you got to set the example somewhere. Somebody's got to set the example, or we're gonna be in trouble. We're not getting no younger. None of us is. I'm gonna tell you right now. What fears me is watching the media and the young girls and the guys out here now. I'm afraid to become a senior citizen under some shit like that. Yeah, you can be in a position where you're gonna have to fend for yourself for the rest of your goddamn life. Yeah. Anyway, man, look, I came on here to put a little paint where it ain't. This is the Romello Marcellous Show. If you like what you see, man, listen. All you got to do, carry your ass to YouTube, smash like, subscribe, hit the bell, go to Instant Slut, double tap me and let me know you came through. If you ain't already, follow me on Facebook. Follow me. Oh, Yeah, me and this dude, we're gonna get at it. 25th of March, man, 9:30 p.m. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Shout out to TK Kirkland, man. 25th of March. I sent out the link to a few of you. If you already have it, cool. Lock yourself in. Be sure to be right here. For everybody else, man, listen. Get in where you fit in. If not, you'll hear about it. For sure. I thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all never have so few told so much to so many. And all you're getting, it's some understanding. Let it be known that we're not perfect in the decisions that we make. We got to stand for them regardless of whether they're good, bad, ugly. And although we don't want others to make us pay for our past constantly, there is still a cost. There's still a cost that you can get a bad batch of pussy or dick, and then you got something. There's a cost. You got to pay for it. Or you could have that bush, and you had gave that bush to somebody else. Now you got a motherfucker outside your house hiding in the bush, trying to figure out what you're doing. There's costs and consequences to it. Every aspect, especially in our personal life, because spirits are just as common as a cold. You can catch it, whether it's good or bad. You land with a weak motherfucker, 9 times out of 10, you're going to become weak in some way, shape, or form. You land with a lazy motherfucker, slothfulness will overtake you. You lay with somebody who's got their confidence and their mind set together, hey, it's going to rub off on you. You'll get up and you want to do something. You want to move. You want to go to the gym. You want to edify your mind. You want to do something with yourself outside of the normal shit you do. And, you know, I chimed in this morning, and I'm going to say this to you again. Going through life, doing a lot. But just because you're doing a lot don't mean you get nothing done. Constantly self-check. Constantly self-check. Constantly educate. Constantly push yourself to want more and do more. To have more. To accomplish more. All right? So, with that said and done, man, love yourself. Let people see you loving yourself so they know how to love you. Love on you. Worst thing in the world is to move out and not loving yourself and letting people see that you are loving yourself, because they'll confuse that with fuckery. That they can come and fuck with you in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah, do what you got to do for you. Make sure that people know that you're loving you. Set the example for yourself. Start there. You can't love nobody else if you're not loving yourself. All right? Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. And yeah, once again, hey, look, it's hard doing this shit by myself, man, and then coming up here with a conversation or some sort of shit that I just ripped out of the top of my motherfucking head, driving in here and just bam. But on the 25th, man, this ain't gonna be that. This is gonna be something different. We're gonna have some serious dialogue on some man shit. Yeah. Two highly intellectual brothers, man, sitting down, really chopping it up. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about both our histories. You know, yeah, we're going to talk. And my brother, man, he's deep in the game, man. You would never know he has had his hands in a lot of things, man, and touched a lot of great people and started a lot of great people's careers, man. He's actually started Jamie Foxx's career. He had a hand in TK Kirkland. Excuse me. Fuck is oh man, I can see his face. D.L. Hughley, sorry. Also Sandra Bullock and a lot of people's hands in their careers, man, and in his own, you know. So yeah, I mean, he's been around a long time, man, and you know, experience is the best teacher, and the action of operating under daily experiences farms growth and harvests the wisdom in which you can share with those who are around you. I always say, man, people say, oh, I'm tired of living here, man. You know what? It ain't about where you live. You have to change your environment, i.e. the people that are feeding your spirit and your mind. If they can't offer you anything to edify something that you're doing, if you can't learn from a motherfucker, why is he around you? I.e., we can go back and talk about this sexual dynamic of any relationship. You laying with some motherfucker. Ladies, you all, a lot of y'all are on this fun shit and, you know, getting what you want, and you'll lay with a fucking dude that's so dumb, it's like a bag of rocks. There's nothing you can get from him but some temporary change. And then you wonder why you're miserable later. Edification doesn't come from the physical giving. I need to put something in your mind that's going to stimulate the rest of you. You want a motherfucker that got something, meaning they've seen something, they've experienced something, their integrity. You can check their facts. Google a motherfucker. See if there's any public record out there about a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then you know, after a while, you really see what type of integrity or what kind of time this individual's been on. And if you're over 30, you got a motherfucker that's been on the face of the earth as long or more years than you. So you have to ask yourself, what has he done with himself? Or what has she done with herself? Stop throwing y'all shit in the dirt, man. Yeah. Now, God damn it, I'm just above my time. I decided to limit the show unless it's really one of those things. 40 minutes is good enough. I ain't doing that long and drawn out shit. You motherfuckers ain't got no attention. Your attention span is the attention span of a gnat. 12 seconds. I thank you for your 12 seconds. And God damn it. I'm gonna tell you what's waiting for me. A nice plate of hard wings. Another one of these and a hot mic. Because bitches, I'm going to karaoke. Y'all get the fuck off my line. Good night. I love y'all.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellous Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring them out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.